Hi, this is Kristen. Thank you so much for joining me. I needed this practice just as much as the next person, and I hope that you can get out of it what I did, which was a release in the mind. For the beginning of this video, we will do a counting breath practice. So come to a seated pose anywhere on the ground or the mat with eyes either closed or open. Take a big inhale in, entirely filling up your belly for about 3 to 4 seconds. Pause at the top, hold the breath for 2 to 3 seconds, and then exhale out slowly for a count of 3 to 4 seconds. Inhale, counting 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. The quality of our breath affects the quality of our lives and our emotions. And this practice serves as a reminder that you can help control anxiety through something as simple as your own breath. By learning to manipulate and control our breath, we can regulate our central nervous system, thereby reducing our stress. As we explore the deepening of our breath, we find that by controlling our breath in this way, we are calmer and more relaxed. At the end of your next exhale, take your left palm, bring it to your right knee, kickstand your right arm out behind you and twist to the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee. Your left arm kickstands out behind you. Twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink deeper into the twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, come back to center. We'll do some gentle stretches in the neck. Exhale, bring your head over to the right and get a nice stretch in the left side of the neck. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, crown of the head goes to the left, get a stretch in the right side of the neck. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale, gaze towards the sky, get a stretch in the throat. Exhale, chin to chest, get a stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale, look towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, back to neutral spine. Place your left palm on the ground next to your left leg. Sweep your right arm up and over, fingers towards the sky. Lean towards the left and get a gentle stretch in the right side of the body. Breathe into this. Exhale, start to bring your right palm to the ground. Lean over your left knee. Let your chest and torso drape over your leg, both palms on the ground for leverage. Walk your palms to the front of the mat. Lean over your legs and then walk your palms up to center neutral spine. If you're sitting in pretzel leg, switch your legs, other leg on top of the other. Place your right palm on the ground and lift your left arm and hand up towards the sky, leaning over towards the right to find a nice side stretch in the left side of the body. Exhale, start to face the ground. Bring your left arm towards the ground, placing the palm on the ground to find leverage into the earth and get a nice stretch in the hip and in the lower back. Start to walk your palms up to center, leaning over your folded legs. Walk your palms gently up to sitting with a neutral spine. We'll now work through cow face on both sides of the body. Bring your right leg over your left leg with your right knee bent and your right foot placed on the ground if it can reach. You'll want to try and stack your knees, but the main focus here is to keep both sit bones rooted into the ground. So if your feet don't reach the ground or if your knees don't stack directly over each other, that's okay. Right arm out wide to the side with your thumb pointed towards the ground, and then bend your right elbow and place the back of your hand in between your shoulder blades on your back. Then sweep your left arm up and over, and you can try and clasp your fingers behind your back, or if you want to grab a strap with your left hand, you can bring your strap up and over behind and clasp onto the strap with your right hand. Get a deep stretch in the right shoulder here. Use your breath to guide you. Gaze towards the sky or eyes can be closed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your hands. Place your strap to the side and then switch your legs. So your left leg will come over your right leg. Knees try to stack on top of each other. Put your fingers into the creases of your hips and root your sit bones equally into the ground. Try to keep your feet equidistant apart from your hips. Grab a strap if you need it. Bring your left arm out to the side with the thumb facing the ground, and then bend your left elbow and place the back of your hand in between your shoulder blades. Sweep your right arm up and over to clasp the fingers of your left hand behind your back, or use a strap to connect the bind. Breathe into your left shoulder here. Gaze can be up towards the sky or straight forward, or eyes can be closed. You can kind of sway back and forth to feel the earth beneath you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the bind with your fingers. Release the legs. Come through seated position, sweep your legs behind you, and we will meet in our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come up onto the balls of your feet, release the lower back, bend your legs, let your torso fall. Let your torso rest on your knees. If you're heating up, remove any additional garments. Root into the pointer finger and the thumb of the hands, which are shoulder width apart. Your feet are hip width distance apart. Shoot your sit bones to the sky. Engage your breath. Shake your head yes and no to release the tension in the neck. Push your shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen in the side body. Your first downward facing dog, there can be a lot of tension or strain. So be gentle with the body, pedal out your feet, whatever you might need. Maybe stillness. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky to a three-legged down dog. Keep your hips square with the right toes pointing towards the ground. Root through your left foot. In order to keep your hips square, you can bend your left knee slightly to keep your toes pointed towards the ground. Root equally through your hands. Then roll your hips open, maybe bend your right knee and open up in the hip. Your gaze can be towards the right heel. Exhale, slowly sweep your right leg through and bring your right foot on the outside of your right palm. And we're gonna come into lizard pose. Your right knee can splay out slightly so you're on the edge of your right foot. And start to move back and forth. You're on the ball of your left foot. You're kind of swaying back and forth to get into that hip. If you'd like, you can place the left knee on the ground, and with the left hand on the ground or the left forearm on the ground, use your right hand to push the right knee away to get a deeper stretch in the hip. Gaze up towards the sky. This can feel really twisty. Breathe into this. Inhale, walk your hands back up. You can plant your hands and kind of move around in the hip, whatever feels nice. On your next exhale, push through your palms and send your hips up and back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg into three-legged down dog with the left toes pointing towards the ground and your hips are square. Bend your right knee slightly to get your toes facing towards the ground. Root equally through the palms. And then inhale, send your left leg up even higher, opening up the hips, maybe even bending at the left knee, and your gaze can go towards your left toes beneath your right armpit. Keep your shoulders square here. And then slowly start to bring your left leg through, and you'll eventually place your left foot on the left side of your left hand. Lizard pose on the opposite side. So start to sway back and forth here. You're on the ball of your right foot. Maybe even come to the edge of the left foot as your left knee splays out slightly. You're getting into the hip and the knee. Your palms can be planted, or you can come to your forearms. Maybe right forearm comes to the ground. You can place your left palm on your left knee and almost push your knee out slightly as you gaze up towards the sky and get a deeper stretch in that hip. You can place your right knee on the ground here, or you can keep it raised. Inhale, bring your palms back up. Exhale, send your left foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, let it all out. Inhale, gaze towards the front of the mat, knees bent. Exhale, walk, step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, shoulders pushing away from the ears. Exhale, fold over your legs. Standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Maybe your hands come to your elbows into ragdoll pose, or you can even place your palms beneath your feet. Your toes come to the creases of your wrists, and you can use this to leverage yourself and pull you forward deeper into the forward fold. Knees are bent, torso can be resting on the thighs. Shake your head yes and no. Release in the neck. Release your hands, place them on the ground. Bring your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart, and then place your left hand in the middle of your feet. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky to get a gentle twist in the body. Gaze can be towards the sky or forward. You can even bring your left palm to your right ankle to deepen the twist. Exhale, release. Bring your right palm to the center of your feet. Inhale, reach your left arm towards the sky, maybe gaze towards the sky or straight forward. Bring your right palm to your left ankle to deepen the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release both hands to the ground. Bring your feet back to hip distance. Bring your left ankle over the right ankle with the outsides of your feet touching. Place your left palm on the earth. Inhale, reach your right hand and arm to the sky. Gaze either forward or towards the right fingertips. This is a really deep stretch in the right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your palms to the ground and switch sides. Right ankle over the left ankle with the outsides of your feet touching. Inhale, left arm to the sky with a really deep stretch in the IT band and hip. Exhale, both hands to the ground. Feet come to hip distance apart. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale with a flat back, swan dive up towards the sky to standing mountain pose. Palms touching, fingers can interlace. With your pointer fingers pointing towards the sky, inhale, maybe find a slight back bend. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, palms overhead touching. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive over your legs. Inhale, send the right leg back into high runner's lunge. Your right knee is off the ground. You're on the ball of your right foot. You can be on your fingertips. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead into a high crescent lunge. Gaze towards the sky, palms facing each other. Left knee is at a 90-degree angle and you're on the ball of your right foot. Exhale, palms to heart center. We'll come into a twist here. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Leverage your right elbow to get a deep twist. Energetically and spiritually, twists in life can also make our lives more fun and interesting and allow us to stray from our daily routines and push ourselves outside of our personal boundaries. Inhale, gaze towards your left toes. Exhale, slowly bring your right foot up to meet the left foot into a chair pose. You're still in your twist, gaze towards the left. Right elbow on the left knee. Inhale, release to center, palms at heart center. Exhale, maybe inhale, arms towards the sky. Scoop your tailbone under. Shine out through the chest. Gaze forward. Inhale, sink your hips deeper. Generate heat in the body with your breath. And then exhale, forward fold, legs straight. Inhale, halfway lift, neutral neck and spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Send your feet back. You can walk or hop. Low push-up to upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment. Take a full inhale and exhale. Another inhale, and on your next exhale, push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Root through your palms, spread your fingers wide. Feet are hip width distance apart. Push your shoulders away from the ears. Shoot your sit bones to the sky. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send the right foot through in between your palms. Come into high runner's lunge. You're on the ball of your left foot. Your left knee is raised. Right knee at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, palms overhead. Inhale, use your core, lift your torso, palms overhead, palms facing each other, gaze towards the sky. Hips are squared forward, right knee at a 90-degree angle. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, hook your left elbow on your right knee for a deep twist on the right side. Twist from the core, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, look towards your right toes, and on your exhale, gently and slowly make your left foot up to the front of the mat to meet your right foot into a chair pose. You're still in your twist. Twist deeper to the right, generating heat in the body. Inhale, come back to center, chair pose. Inhale, arms towards the sky. Take an exhale, and then inhale, sink deeper. Exhale, release, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Step or hop your feet back. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Push your shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Exhale, use your core muscles to lift you up and back into downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. Release your neck muscles and your face muscles. Push your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Walk, step, hop, or jump both feet in between your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swan dive, your arms to standing overhead. Palms meet each other. Palms to heart center. At the end of your exhale, sink deep and inhale, arms towards the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands to heart center. And then exhale, hook your right elbow on your left knee, twist to the left. Gaze can be forward or over your left elbow or shoulder. Inhale, gaze towards your toes. Exhale, send your right foot back gently and slowly into a high runner's lunge. You're still in your twist. Gaze towards the left. Your feet and legs are really strong here. Inhale, gaze towards the ground. Exhale, place your left palm on the right side of your left foot. Round your right heel, open your hips up, and come into an extended side angle. Inhale, reach your right palm towards the sky. Gaze can be forward or towards your right fingertips. Inhale, gaze towards your left fingertips towards the ground. Exhale, shoot your left foot back into chaturanga, low push-up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Walk, step, hop, or jump your feet in between your palms at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive your arms up overhead into standing, palms meet at heart center. Inhale here, exhale, sink deep into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, arms overhead, gaze can be forward or up towards the sky. On your exhale, hook your left elbow on your right knee and get a nice twist to the right side. Twists and turns in our lives symbolize challenges that make us stronger. Inhale, gaze towards the toes. Exhale, gently balance on your right foot. Send your left foot back into a high lunge. You're still twisting towards the right. Strong through your legs. Your right knee is at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, gaze at your right toes. Place your right palm on the left side of your right foot. Extended side angle. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Gaze can be forward or to the sky. Inhale, gaze at your right fingertips. Exhale, send your right foot back, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Push your shoulders away from the ears, sit bones to the sky. Maybe your heels reach the ground now. Inhale, right foot to the sky, three-legged down dog. Open your hips up. Exhale, send the right leg through into pigeon. You can place a blanket or towel underneath the right hip to square your hips to the front of the room. Look back at your left leg to make sure it's straight up behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine and the crown of the head. And as you exhale, fold over your bent leg. Get a deep stretch in the right glute and right hip. You can place a blanket or block underneath your forehead so you can release all the muscles in your upper body. Let your face be soft, your jaws soft. Breathe a ball of light into the tightness of your glute or hip. And as you exhale, release all the extra stuff, squeeze it out as the ball of light grows dimmer. And the ball of light grows brighter and wider on your inhale. And exhale, the ball of light that's in your glute or the tight spot in your hip. Inhale, walk your hands up. Plant through your hands, send your right leg back into downward facing dog to get a counter stretch in the hip. Pedal out your feet. Inhale, left leg to the sky, open the hips up. Exhale, send the left leg through to pigeon on the other side. Place a blanket or towel underneath the left glute to square your hips to the front. Look back to make sure your right leg is straight out behind you. Plant your fingers. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge at the hip, fold over your bent leg. Place your forehead on a block or towel. Release your upper body and your arms and let your body be heavy. Breathe light into the tightness of your hip. Exhale, release, and squeeze it all out. Bring your attention to that tight spot in your hip and breathe into it, like there are lungs in your hip. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Straight spine. Plant your hands. Send your left foot back into downward facing dog and get a counter stretch in the left hip. Pedal your feet out. Shoot your sit bones to the sky. Inhale, look forward, bend your legs, walk, step, hop, or jump, your feet in between your palms at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, palms to touch overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Move your feet out wider than hip distance. And exhale, sink into a yogi squat. Sink your heels into the ground. If your heels don't touch the ground, that is completely okay. If you can, push your elbows against your knees to find a deeper stretch in the inner thighs. Release in your jaw and your face. Try not to collapse through the torso or the chest. Broaden your shoulders and open your chest up to the sky. Plant your right hand on the ground underneath your right knee and open your left arm to the sky to really twist to the side, maybe get a deeper stretch in the hips. You can maybe find a bind here by bringing your left arm around and hooking your left fingers to your right fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, release the bind. Bring your hands to heart center. Open up through the chest. Shine your collarbones forward. Exhale, bring your left palm to the ground underneath your left knee, and then inhale your right arm up to the sky. Your gaze can be up towards your fingertips. Or you can bend at your left elbow, sweep your right arm around and get a bind as you twist to the right. Release the bind, inhale, hands come to heart center. You can work through crow pose if that is in your practice. We will all meet again in downward facing dog after moving through chaturanga, or you can just go right to downward facing dog. If you're in crow pose, shoot your legs back into chaturanga, low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, deep inhale, exhale, release. Drop your knees to the floor, child's pose. Your knees can be together to round through the spine, to release the lower back. Bring your arms around and grab onto your feet and maybe even round the spine, push through your neck and your lower back to get a deep stretch there. You can also widen your knees and let your torso fall in between your knees if that feels nice. Rock and roll here. Your breath is still engaged. We will do a couple seated poses. Sweep your legs in front of you, widen them into a seated straddle. Move the flesh away from your sit bones. Inhale, broaden your chest. Exhale, your left hand goes towards your left foot as your right arm comes overhead. Gaze towards the sky. You can grab onto your left big toes with your peace fingers to deepen the stretch, or the hand can come to the ground. Slowly start bringing the right arm towards the ground and towards your left foot as you shift your chest to the left and then fold over that left leg. Just release the upper body completely. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold over the left leg. Gently walk your hands up to sitting up tall, crown of the head towards the sky. Exhale, right hand towards the right foot, left arm up towards the sky, gaze towards the sky. Your right peace fingers can wrap around your big toe, or it can come to the ground. Slowly bring your left arm towards the ground as you begin to fold over that right leg. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold deeper over that right leg, both arms and hands planted on the ground. Just let your upper body release over your leg. Start to walk your hands to center, folding over the straddle. You can place your arms or your hands on the ground as your upper body folds over and releases. Breath is still engaged and you're breathing into the inner thighs. This is a deep stretch here. Maybe flex your feet to deepen the stretch. Inhale, walk your hands up to center. Bring your legs together and roll down onto your back. Bring your right knee into your chest and place your right ankle on your left quad. Your left leg is bent, and push down onto your right knee to deepen the stretch in the inner thigh. You can also deepen the stretch by threading your arms through your legs and bringing the left leg into the chest to deepen the hip stretch on the right side, a reclined pigeon pose. Your left knee can be bent, or you can straighten your left leg. You can rock and roll to release the lower back as well. Release the left foot to the floor and then the right foot to the floor. Bring your left leg into the chest and place your left ankle over the right quad. Flex your left foot to not collapse through the left ankle. Take your left palm and push down on your left knee to deepen that stretch on your inner thigh. Or thread your arms through your legs. Grab on behind your right knee and bring your right knee to the chest into a reclined pigeon pose to deepen the stretch in the left hip and glute. Release the right leg and then the left leg. Bring soles of the feet together for reclined bound angle pose. Knees drop out to the side. This is a restorative position, so try and release all the muscles in your legs as much as you can. Bring your right hand to the belly and the left hand to the heart. Breathe into your belly, so expand your belly, contract your belly. Release the tension in your face and your jaw. Try and just let your muscles be soft. Sink into the earth. Gently release your legs out straight, your arms out straight to the sides with your palms facing up. Our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let go of the breath, breathing normal. Observe your thoughts as they enter your mind. And then without any attachment, watch as they float away. Like a leaf on a river. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, come back into your body. Take a deep inhale. Stretch your arms overhead. Roll onto the right side of your body. Have your right cheek rest on your right arm. Bring your knees into your chest, fetal position. Push up through your palms and come to a seated position at the top of your mat. Place your wrists on your knees with your palms facing up, and then connect your thumb and your pointer fingers while keeping the other finger straight. This is called the Gyan Mudra, also known as knowledge or wisdom mudra. Connecting these fingers connects us to our inner wisdom, our higher consciousness, relaxes the mind and the body, and promotes inner stillness. Take a deep inhale, exhale, hands to heart center at your heart chakra. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.